Hi guys, Uncle Mike's Towing Tips here again. If you're fitting a set of our Clearview PowerBoards, just one of the tips I wanted to show when fitting them is you've got your three brackets here that are mounted to the chassis. Just leave your brackets loose, put your two bolts in, right, leave them loose, and then get yourself a piece of 2-inch angle, right, and line your 2-inch angle up along the front of your brackets, right, get them all parallel, and then get somebody on the other side to come along. You'll probably need a socket on that, Graham, and we'll do that little bit again. Okay, so make sure that you've got all your brackets parallel along here, otherwise you're going to have to pack your brackets if they're out of line. And with your centre mount bracket here, you've got 2 holes in the chassis and you've got 4 holes in your bracket. You can actually move this sideways if you need to, and the reason for that is we've got 2 motors. As you can see, they're left and right motors. If you have a VX or a 200 Sahara that have KDS suspension, which is normally bolted in here, there's a big valve, and sometimes you can't get a left-hand motor on there because the motor hits the valve. You can either try moving the bracket along to the next hole. If that doesn't clear it, take the bracket from the right-hand side and mount that up in there. And then you can fit the one on the other side. Just plug your plugs in as normal and everything will work okay. All right, just another fitting tip from Clearview. Okay, now you've got all your brackets and everything in. You've left them loose so that we can get the sideboard on. You need to run your wires, and there's a hole up under the floor, but you've got to take this panel off to get into it. It's a protection panel for all your piping and hoses that run down for your fuel lines and that. So you need to remove this plate, right, and your rubber grommet to go inside the door, which comes out underneath the driver's seat. Remove that, and then you'll find that you'll be able to feed this wire up and over the top of the chassis and into the car. Okay, when you get your brackets on the car, leave them a little bit loose, like I just said before. Hook up your motor, right? Just grab a bit of power to it. We've got a battery here that we use, and we just touch it on, and we just cycle the motor and extend it down. Now you don't want it right down at the very bottom. You only want it about there somewhere, and then we fit the board onto it. So what we're going to do now is I might take that down just a little bit more, and if you can take it right to the bottom like that, right, but we found that it's easier if you don't have it right at the bottom. It gives you a little bit of flex to be able to move the board up and down for fitment. So we'll grab that board and do it. Okay, now to get these aligned correctly, we don't want to go fitting the board on and tighten all these up first. What we're doing is we're going to use the board to align it correctly to minimise your packers. So you've got these slide blocks in here that bolt onto there. So we're going to sit this up on here. Where are we? Can't see it. On there, put your slide block in. just get your screws started in here. Don't do them up too tight, because we've got to slide the board along and make sure we get the alignment right. Do your middle one first, and then we'll go along and we'll fit the other two in here.